space of a couple of units in the city of Bell. And well, normally this project is dirty, but after doing it a couple times, instead of putting a cover all, as soon as they fall on the dirt, it gets really dirty. That's why my family had a lot of N95 masks, because we used to use them before. The second option is coming here. So I saw that I put about 25 feet of snake originally, which kind of tells me where the problem is. And other than 25 feet is going to be underneath two units. And instead of going to above the other tenant, I came underneath. And also so that I do a job that's going to clean the main sewer, not sewer, but the main dirty water, kitchen and bathroom. And I won't have any problems for at least a year, right? Which, it's pretty good. You can do it anyways once a year. Just kind of put your snake in the drains and then have water. So, check this out. Immediately after taking this off, this came off. So as you can see, that's not good. So what it is, I haven't even put the snake in, and what it is, it's hair, right? So it's hair. Look, I haven't even started. So after doing this a couple times, you're gonna know exactly where the problem is gonna be. So more likely than not, they cut their hair. And when they cut their hair, they just put it all on, through the drain. I don't know why they use a kitchen sink, or they could possibly in the restroom sink, but that's what it looks like. And don't be disgusted. Your kitchen or your sewer probably looks worse than this. Believe me. Cool. I mean, not cool, but you know what I mean. At least we found the problem. See over there, it's clean. Dun dun dun. And I told my tenants not to use the grate, not to use the water, but apparently they forget. Son of a bitch. So she knows it's clogged and she's using the sink. Brilliant. That's another reason why you put a tarp and you don't come in coveralls. God, it's brilliant, chick. Look at that. Well, at least I know this part is unclogged. Pa' güey no se estudia. Pinche vieja mensa. Okay, alright, enough. Is I usually have a plastic bag with me. Apparently I forgot it, but this rag will do. I clean and I pick up the debris, the items, or whatever substance was inside the drain. And I do this for two reasons. Number one, so that the tenant knows what clogged it in the first place, and he or she stop putting that substance or that item in the drain to prevent future clogs. And number two, so that the tenant knows what they're paying for. And that's right, I'm not a, roto-rooter. I'm not a Mike the plumber. I charge for my stuff. So I charge about $250 for coming out and doing all this. That's the base. I'm not $100 stuff. It's $250 just off the bat. Because if it's too cheap, then they'll be calling me all the time. And that way they can do it themselves. And if it's something I need to do, then I'll do it, and I know my time was well spent and the job was done correctly. I've used Roto-Rooter and those commercial plumbers a few times, and honestly, all they do, not all the time, but sometimes, all they do is just push the problem further down. That might work with one house, but when you have several apartments or a multi-unit household, it doesn't work when you unclog one tenant's apartment, and then the problem goes to the next door neighbor, because that gets expensive and it's a waste of time and money. So instances like that, I'd rather do it, or I'd rather inspect it, make sure it's done correctly. But yes, I do charge for my time, because time is money. And I call the apartments cows. I took that from my dad. These cows need to be milked, need to be maintained, need to be well groomed. So come milking time, the milk is fluid and nutritious. So how do you know if the job was done correctly? Well, you use a water hose, and before you put all the pipes together again, you want to make sure that the water flows. Otherwise you would just be wasting time, right? You'll be putting it together, and then if it doesn't work anymore, you have to undo it. So wish me luck. Let's see if it works. So far so good. See, if it would not have unclogged, then a lot of the water would be coming out and it wouldn't be clean. It would be black and smelly. And this isn't the sewer line, but it'll still be a little smelly because of the lack of ventilation, and depending on how long the clog has been going on for. So that's pretty good. Alright, I'm happy with that.